Hey, how's it going? My name is Cameron Scott, as you guys probably already are aware of. If you're not, howdy. Welcome to this video going over what's going on in my holiday shop that I created over this wintry time. So, taking a look here at the homepage, my site, our holiday shop is hosted on Etsy. You can see here, it's actually the raw illustration that I did. Side note. So you can see it here on the top left corner. Here is the icon for the page. You can see the featured items here. It says things on sale, but this is just everything is 20% off with $100 plus for the order, actually. And you can see the most recent items that I did list here. I'm really digging this this holiday sweater. It's got a lot of references to Atlanta, if you know your Atlanta history and lore, actually. But also, that is pretty cool. I can dig it. Hope you guys like it too. Also, wanted to let you guys know that there's also a 10% off when you do purchase things under 100. That's ho 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 10, which will appear on the screen now if you guys are checking it out. Also, let's see here. Let's go back home and let's see here. I forget it opens a new bloody window anytime you do that. So go. Alrighty. So what you'll be looking at here too is the blackout hoodie. I always love designs that are like a black print on like a black shirt. Now all of the items that are actually we'll say quote unquote printed on, they are actually direct to film, or DT Flex is what Molecular calls it, from Printful actually. But it's a film that gets printed on and then it gets pressed onto the garment. Pretty much this will last as long as you take care of it. Instructions for really taking care of this is just washing it, but I wouldn't recommend necessarily drying it with heat, because this is applied with heat, so that could cause more stress and wear on the actual print itself. The next one here, I've always been, green is actually my favorite color, and was this version with the red ATL logo and the darker forest green hoodie. Love that. I love that color actually. So hope you guys check that out. And also too, the thing about this logo that I made, I wanted to find something that was kind of like holiday cheery, and so found this font and then created this is like mistletoe. You know, I want to kind of incorporate the themes of like Christmassy, or make it look Christmassy. You think of very ornate, decorative, a little technical difficulties and issues. So shall we continue? But yeah, I love forest green colors, so I wanted to do the lovely red on the forest green, which always reminds me of Christmas and the holiday season, and creating these flourishes here with the different sort of Christmassy elements, if you will. And I added the little flourish on the tops and parts of the terminals of the letters here to extend out this sort of tendril of Christmas cheer, if you will. The next thing here is also one of my favorite items in the store. This is the, they call it a bomber jacket. It's just not quite the same material. It's just all cloth, I think 100% cotton. Care instructions are actually on the label too, for best way to care for that. But I did a Claus, should I say Mrs. Claus, and a Santa Claus versions of this. This is the Miss Claus version. The thing I referenced this and Santa Claus were if you guys ever saw the Rankin and Bass animated stop motion cartoons based off Santa Claus is Coming to Town, based off those characters. And so I guess it's not immediately noticeable because I didn't want to just rip off those characters completely, but the eye color of the character actually matches what you see in that stop motion film. And this is really cool. This is the from the logo. I took the holly and just did a design with it, or a pattern I should say, and then we have this crest letters on the front. They go on the front there. So I really dug doing this. It's always a lot of fun. I hadn't done this for about 6 years actually. Had a great time doing this, and we'll see if it'll come back next year actually. I'm not sure yet, hopefully, but it won't be 6 years from now though. But yeah. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. Dig that. Alrighty, so coming back to the store here, there's other designs here also for kids. There are some kids all over print shirts here. You can see here, this is the green one. There's a Santa and Mrs. Claus variation, depending on what your preferences are. So I think they come in green, red, and I think there might be a white version. I have to double check and see. But we have the Santa Wink shirt here in various colors as well. Depending on your preferences, you guys can choose whatever you like, of course. And also, there are some other items that I really dug in the store. Made some slides here. You can see that they come in variations here. It's just like the Santa winking or Mrs. Claus winking. If you guys dig those are also available. And a few other things here. There's some naughty nice ruled notebooks actually. They come in various colors. Well, the blue actually looks really nice. I have the black one here, which I dug, which I think is appropriate. But I dug that. Santa's winking at you. Also, Mrs. Claus variations of this are also available on the store as well. It's sort of a UV printed. It's got like a bit of a relief and a texture from the printing actually. Also too, there are ornaments. If you guys are doing any last minute shopping or wanting more ornaments for your tree, you can get these very one-of-a-kind exclusive ornaments for your tree. And that's another thing about this store is always, when it does come back in its iterations, everything is redesigned. No design gets really reused, so everything here is never going to be made again. So if you really want something that's going to be more unique that not everyone is going to have, this is the time to get something like that, and also kind of rep Atlanta at the same time. These are the Holiday Shop greeting cards with the ATL tree on there, with the peaches and the phoenix there at the bottom. Those elements actually are on the knitted holiday sweater as well. And there's notebooks here. These are actually dot pattern notebooks, these spiral notebooks, unlike the other ones that are hardbound and then they have rules on them. They're line ruled. These are some ATL Holiday Mrs. Claus leggings here. I did a lot of these for some reason. And then there's also some wide leg joggers. So these are here as well. And you can see they got Santa on there with a little speech bubble. Another thing too you may not be aware of are the candles actually. These are scented candles. They're soy candles. They come in different scents here. It says select color, but it's apple harvest, Christmas warmth, and cinnamon vanilla. The Christmas warmth one is here actually. It smells quite good. Usually in the household, my lady and I, we prefer, actually she prefers, and I also prefer warmer scents. So this is a pretty good scent for the holiday times and even after. Like I said, we're always rocking some warm scent in the house, maybe like a cardamom or any type of like spicy kind of little musky sometimes kind of scents. And that's what we dig. So I did make some wrapping paper here. It's one thing I wanted to do 6 years ago, actually, when we were initially doing this store. And I didn't get a chance to do it and design it. But this just has Mrs. Claus winking on here. So if you are giving gag gifts, that's always fun. She's kind of in on the joke, I suppose, when you're wrapping that stuff up. And we also have the Santa variation of it here. Or if you're giving a more naughty gift to someone, you can also go with the ATL Ho wrapping paper here with Santa winking at you. There's a Mrs. Claus variation of that too. As you've already seen, the jackets here. And then we just have other variations. Again, all the items that are not all over printed, that have the more standard t-shirts or hoodies, they are direct-to-film printed. So you don't have to worry about any type of ink washing off as they eventually get worn down. But items like the all-over prints, they'll last for years. Actually, I have my original hoodie from 6 years ago. It's will suffer eventually from some pilling. That'll happen as the fabric will rub against things over time. But, the more you take care of it and wash it the proper way, and I tend to not do that with some of my garments, so I just kind of threw it in the dryer and tried to see how much I could wear it out, essentially. But it still looks pretty good. It's hopefully we'll have like a little shot in here of the video so you can see what that looks like 6 years later. But yeah, if you guys need any baseball caps, they're also here. There's dad hats and trucker hats. Also, beanies are also available. My other favorite items of the store are the mugs. These mugs are always a great gift, actually. And they stand the test of time, that's for sure. They're well made, extremely well made. And actually the print is on actually both sides of the cup. So no matter how you set it down, Santa's winking at you. You know what I'm saying? Wink! Alrighty, so the rocks glass here. That turns out pretty cool. The items, when you get them from the store that are these glass items, they'll have a sort of embossed effect when they've been made. And then, like I was saying, all the logos and everything on both sides, all the decals, I could say. And these aren't just thin glass. It's thick. It's a little bit thinner just because of the style of glass. But these actually, my son was in here and he actually grabbed some stuff and they kind of fell on the floor. They did not break. So there we go. They fell about 3 or 4 feet or something. Thankfully, they landed on like a rug here. So yeah, but these are fantastic. I love these. Alrighty, so next we have, lastly, this is all the ATL Ho and Ho 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 items. And thank you for everyone who has purchased anything so far. It's going to support me and the store, as now I am a free agent, actually. I'll be doing more freelance things soon, but you guys can check that out. I'll have announcements and things like that. And that is pretty much it for the store. Thank you for taking a look at this video. I appreciate it. Happy holidays and be blessed. We got everything recording. Let's get it popping, shall we?